Yo, this is Tone Kapone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him.
Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're repping Tampa Bay. 10 toes down, this waves of the bay. No, we ain't playing around. Tuesday nights from 8 to 10, make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Kapone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip-hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.
Let's flip this shit all the way around, man. We're talking about Unity Jam. We're talking about Unity in Tampa Bay. Tell me, you said that Unity is lacking out here. Tell me why you say that. Like, what do you see out here, and what do we need to repair?
I feel like,
and this is for all of y'all, even y'all quiet motherfuckers.
I feel like in the city
bastard.
of Tampa is like the lack of togetherness. I feel like the lack of support, and like it's a whole lot of feud. Like, if another artist don't like this artist, they won't show up, and you know it's just a whole lot of feud. And it's like they got to come together and show support throughout the city and make this city stronger, because we got a lot of talent in this city. Word. And the unity, it's a lot. Facts.
When they say it takes a village, that must be real. But sometimes they only apply that to raising kids. But man, it's serious when it comes to careers of any sort.
Hell yeah.
But especially
you know what?
in the music industry, it takes a village to make you something. You know what I'm saying? For everybody, you know you dope. Your close friends and family, they know you dope. But it really take a village for everybody to just push each other's stuff, man.
It's as simple as somebody pressing the share button.
That's it, man.
Exactly.
Hit that like and hit that shit.
And it's a lot of big hitters looking in this city, but the unity is not there, so they just dipping out.
Word.
Because the unity is not there, you know. So, I mean, the unity is the togetherness got to come. It got to come somewhere. I mean, not only just artists too, DJs too, because I see a lot of DJs falling out with each other too. Yeah. But like, it got to start with us. It just starts with us. A small group could lead to a big group.
I think it starts with the DJs.
Speaking to the mic.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it start with.
Yeah. Pull up that seat, man.
I think it start with the DJs, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think it start with the DJs because there's a lot of stuff going on in the city, and I see too many artists. We out here struggling, and all these DJs, you know what I'm saying? All these events they throwing. It's all cool and all, but ain't nobody paying the artists. Ain't nobody making it, you know what I'm saying, sociable for the artists to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of DJs, and I'm just going to keep saying DJs because, you know, Nick Major, he was like, live, don't do it to him. He was like, be humble. You know what I'm saying? Live, you the generation changer. You know what I'm saying? Unity this and unity that. I said, you can't tell somebody out here that's living out here, you know what I'm saying, Nick, like, God rest him where he at right now, you know what I'm saying? He's struggling. But, like, there's people out here dying for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but when the DJs ain't co-signing what's going on in the city, you can't expect anything else but to run rampant. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's kids running around here rampant because they ain't no unity in the city. You know what I'm saying? And it starts out with DJs saying, okay, well, let's take the top 5 artists and take the top wackest artists and put them on a record. Like, let's be real here. Like, look what everybody doing. A key example, DJ Khaled. He take the 5 top national artists in the world, put them on one record. What happens? It blows, right? Nobody does that in the city. Everybody wants to stay silent. What's wrong with our city? I'll tell you what's wrong with the city. Ain't no DJs co-signing these artists. So we out here turning up by ourselves, going on our shows by ourselves, and then we got DJ sneak dissing artists on Facebook. Like, shit's sweet. We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna point no names, say no names, but these DJs gonna have to start listening, you know what I'm saying, owning up to what they be saying on Facebook. These artists paying attention out here. You know what I'm saying? I know some artists right now that, like, it's cool. For a long time, you know what I'm saying? You see artists doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-woo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then get the sneak dissing. Well, this sneak dissing, them boys gonna come out them woodworks, boy, because there's some boys sitting around polishing off their guns and sitting in the woods somewhere going crazy as hell, wondering why all this shit is not being a full circus. And it's just because people ain't sharing what they eat. And like, there's not enough money in the city. This city rich. I look around and see the lights, the cameras, and the action. And I'm saying this because we go to these radio stations, we banging on the radio station door DJs to play our shit. And then next thing you know, Nah, we our publicist got a co-sign of this shit, but the next thing you know, Lil Diaper Ass run through the city. He got the hit single. You know what I'm saying? He got the hit single. No, stop playing. He got the hit single on every single radio station outside the city. So because he come to the city, what DJ's doing? DJ's got their arm wrapped around them. They knew him for 5 years. And they ain't know the man one time. Man, co-sign your city. And this is DJ's fault. It ain't the artist's fault. The artists out here busting their ass, making videos to YouTube beats that they don't know they can't sell. Like, there needs to be a meeting. Just a meeting for artists and DJs to sit down and be like, okay, well, now that we know that you just can't play our record on the radio and get paid for it because you want to break it for y'all, the DJ, the producer, a person like Sharkface to make the beat, and a person like Choppy to feature on the record, like two people gonna have to get paid for this. Like it's basically unity jam, and that's what Nick wants us to do. He wants us to talk this unity shit, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna say what they want. Y'all guys thinking I'm gonna say that shit.
I appreciate that too. Honestly,
let me take.
I know you're gonna.
Now I gotta take. I gotta take cue to this one. So
but
no, because I gotta take cue to that. Now everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm gonna give you that. But as a DJ myself, I can't agree with you and say that the problem with what Khaled does. There's no Khaled in Tampa. I say the problem is the DJ artist relationship. And I think the problem is a lot of artists are channeling the wrong DJs to play their music. If you have a lyricist, if your BPMs is 55 to 75, you can't go to a DJ that plays 125 or better. I'm not saying you in general, but use myself as an example. Can't no artist in this city or any city tell you that I never got behind them when I was on 99.1 FM, when I had Powerline Radio twice, when I've been on here and 88.5. I put myself and my situation in chances where I could jeopardize losing my dollar just to please an artist that don't support nothing that I do. I put on many events. Me and my man DJ Galaxy started at Green Gators when it was last Green Iguana. Didn't no artist for the most 99% of the artists that I fuck with came out to support that night. When it got jumping and a major artist came through, then they came out to support that artist, but still not to support that night. So I think to say that the artists and the DJs need to have a meeting, that needs to happen, you are correct. But once again, my brother, you are wrong because that's been happening. You got DJ Sandman who takes local artists here in Tampa that's on radio, along with local artists who are not on radio trying to get to radio, along with the DJs and industry cats, and have listening sessions, network sessions. My man Davi from 94.1. Now, Davi might not be, I'm not going to sit and try to point Davi's situation out, but I can honestly say this. When I notice an artist goes to the DJ that plays their music, like you can't take nobody's music in here and go to Old Dirty Sundays and expect any of those DJs to play your shit because that's not what they play. You got to find your avenue and your lane, build a relationship with the DJs. I'm not saying kiss their ass, and I'm not saying vice versa, but what I am saying, this is not something that I can sit here and let you say is all on the DJs. This is on both sides of the table, my brother.
Okay, and in retrospect to what you said, this is in defense of the artist. This is in defense of the artist to say this is about the DJs that'll go to an artist, right? And they'll post certain stuff on their post, laughing and mocking artists, rather than taking the artist in. And I'm going to say it like it is. Some of these same DJs you talking about, going online and speaking about the artists that are in the city like, oh, we can't get artists to show up to our events loud. Nick was like, hey, live, don't do it to him. Man, fuck that. It's about the artists in the city. Why? Because let me ask y'all guys a question.
Okay.
And let's step back as artists for a second.
Okay.
What the fuck is a DJ without the artist?
Vice versa.
Okay, right. But in retrospect, it takes music to be pushed by a DJ for it to succeed. Mind you, third-party companies that are taking music from artists and making a percentage off of them, placing it behind their backs and not saying anything. Now the question gets deeper. Now there's a lot of artists that are being taken advantage of right now in the city. That's where I come in. And I got a problem. And I say, well, it's because they won't play your record. Why? Because you ain't 3.5 320 BPS kbps radio ready, right? And you don't have your BMI and your RSC codes on your BMI all registered, right? So when you got an artist that does got that, right? What's the excuse then?
there's
The
no
campaign. Wait a second.
But this is my thing. I got artists. I got artists that I don't even care about none of that. If you dope, you dope. I got artists. I got artist shit that I'm still playing from back when I first started.
Right. And just on what you said,
right?
If you dope, right?
Right, but
my
opinion is different than the next DJ, my brother.
But it's not, because your opinion is facts.
No.
Your opinion
I said my opinion is different than the next person.
If an artist is dope, he's dope, right? Let's
but that's my opinion.
Okay, but everybody's opinion in here. If an artist is dope, he's dope. If an artist is whack, he's trash, right?
But what you might consider dope, I might consider trash, and vice versa.
I'm just asking you in retrospect.
Right, I understand
If an artist is dope, an artist is dope, right?
True.
If an artist is whack, an artist is whack, right? It's not about that. Because when you come to DJs like DJ Sandman, and he says, well, I got a lot of submissions this week, but some of these people codes ain't right. So it really don't matter how fucking dope you are now, does it?
Once again, I
First
think
thing you gotta have is your codes.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is on top of why isn't the unity and why isn't the because?
So have you asked them what codes and what it is to get those codes?
I'm not worried about my codes.
No. I'm saying have you went that steps? Because if you haven't, then that's null and void.
No. What I'm stating is you shouldn't, as an artist on a platform of that stature, like a 95.7 to beat you, already should have your coach. You shouldn't be stepping the same and asking those questions because you should already have that in the bag.
Yeah. So think about how many artists don't have
exactly.
that.
So in that point, I'm stating, and I'm gonna stand up when I say this. So y'all guys can make sure y'all say, oh yeah, he said it. You damn right he said it. Because motherfuckers are thinking it won't say shit. Okay, so
just
instead of having DJs, right? Instead of having DJs, it's like, you know what? Whoop-de-woo, and getting their artists to come out to their shows and side jabbing artists. Why not have, you know what? I'm having a DJ mixer to teach artists how to get their BMI straight in my city. Because you know what? Every other city that we go to.
Let me answer this one.
Exactly. Every other city we go to, right? Every city you go to. I go on tour. I see the cities. I see how artists is moving. And I see how the DJs is moving. And it's crazy. It's crazy how much unity the DJs got. And it's crazy how much power y'all got. But y'all guys don't understand the power you hold.
I think they do. But I think that, and I hear what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But in this situation, for one, let's make this factual. I know Benton Records, for example, used to put on conferences. They used to put on like one-on-one informational sessions for artists to get their music right, get their numbers right, get all their codes, get everything legit. And I know that a lot of times people didn't show up for that. I know you got something to say. It's cool, but let me talk real quick.
I got you.
Because I've actually been here and I've been watching this shit. And I know I talk with Angel all the time. And the attendance wasn't where it needed to be at, considering how many artists are out here. Right. And I know he was charging the fee to do it, but artists need to invest in their craft. Mm-hmm. And that's something that they need to invest in. Because if you're an artist and you're not getting paid for your music, like if you're doing, I can understand if you want to do a mixtape, but don't be a mixtape career, motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to have some original production. If you need to find producers that can do that, there's places to do this shit at. But in this situation, I think what you're telling me is more on the artist. And then it's also on miscommunication. So with the conferences that have been put on in the past, they've been successful, but not everybody has showed up to them. And because of that, we can inform a few people, but not the mass.
Okay.
So then it's like, when are you going to take it upon yourself to get your money like you did? Because you know all that shit.
That's 85% on the artist.
Easily. Like even if it's night to night. Like if you look at the artists that perform, they're there. But if they're not performing, they don't show back up.
And you got to have your if you want your songs playing on the radio, you got to have your ASCAP BMI. If you don't got that, that's not on the DJ.
And I've even had situations
at all.
I've even had like I said, this ain't a fight against you.
Not at all.
Because anybody can tell you, as a DJ, I play any artist's music. Period. But I've had shows that the artists that are dope come and perform, and I'll be like, hey man, this shit dope. The first thing they say to me before they perform, hey man, make sure you delete that. I'm not trying to release that yet. So if you trying to get if I'm the letter carrier, and you telling me I'm gonna take this letter out of the envelope, what the fuck I'm supposed to deliver?
Exactly.
And on top of that, we ask for music all the time, and I know a lot of artists, and I have not gotten emails from everybody. So just little stuff like that, like. It can go a long way. Like, we're asking for music for a reason. So if I'm asking and I don't receive it, it's cool. I'm going to mess whoever does send it over if it's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a song I wanted to play the other day that
it's lit.
It was MP3, but then it wasn't. I can't play that shit. We've had people send us music through Snapchat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do with
I'm
that
not even
shit?
going to say an artist name.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not gonna, so let me ask you this.
what am I supposed to do with that, though? Like,
If somebody
Open the snap.
if I send you a snap right now, you
Delete it
open
when
it,
you
you
open
say,
it.
"Well, damn, let me get back to it later." Once you close it, what happens?
It's gone.
Rap.
How can I help you?
But
What
DJ
I-
Spaceship,
what I
he was
was-
sending
what I
you a
was,
preview.
Listen,
what I
and
was-
it happened more than once.
What I was
Go ahead, Clay.
what I was implying, like, I honestly think it's to the point of where this is my whole get it. The reason why I'm coming back from LA like pissed off because I see the city that we throwing everything. We got everybody coming, Bitch Bone, Baby God, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that okay, the city come out for them. That's supportive, right? Cool. But in the essence of what you said, there were these meetings that were thrown.
That
And
are
I'm-
still being thrown.
Okay, that are
Yeah.
still being thrown. But let's be real about these meetings. And I'm not going to say all of them, because all of them might be solid.
Okay.
But you know damn well that there's a lot of these meetings being thrown, and the artists are being thrown to the wolves. I'm going to tell you why. Right? Because you just said, yo, and we're just not going to say.
I would agree with you.
Wait a second. We're not just going to say any record.
Okay.
We're going to say any record label. Baloney Records. Right?
That's a good
Baloney
record label.
Baloney Records just like, yo, we want you. Yo, DOD, we got you. B, you the hottest thing in the streets. B, I'm telling you right now. Hold up. Right here, man. 125,000.
Fuck you
Woo, woo.
over. That's a
Boom,
fuck you
right?
over there.
So they give you some bread, right? So wait a second. I'm gonna tell you what happens, right? So then they're like, DOD, you got the producer here and the electric guitars, right? Don't worry about it. They're gonna get paid a 50%. You're gonna get 50% too, right? That's 100. That's 100%. You guys good with that? Y'all guys like, yeah, man, we Gucci, man. Woo, woo. Right?
that money
Meanwhile,
come
there's
in.
100% over here. Y'all ain't even see. We put it behind our back. And y'all guys got the 50-50 deal, but
That's
the label
the
got
fuck over
100%.
deal.
So wait a
Yep.
second. So
Yeah.
now you got these conferences happening where artists or labels are teaching artists that, listen, you just work with this producer and we're going to give you the 50-50 deal. We're going to keep 100% and take a little bit off the top for ourselves. But yeah, we didn't do nothing.
That's that
Can I
360
ask you a
deal.
question? So, are you speaking on the?
I'm speaking on a lot of labels that my homies are signed to right now.
So now you're not talking about DJs. You're talking about
Yeah,
the labels.
that's publishing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that ain't got nothing to do with a DJ.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Hold on, because DJs get fucked too. Let's be clear.
That 100% it comes off no matter what because it goes to publishing.
That's a whole different entity.
So,
I
okay,
think-
wait a second.
I think-
One second.
wait.
That was it right there. That was it right there.
Yeah.
Because the DJ, I tell the artist, that 100% comes off right percent because it's just publishing.
That's not-
Check me
that's
out.
not-
If
that's
I go to
not what DJs-
Speaking to the
BMI.com
mic.
and I get my BMI publishing,
microphone right there,
if I
Mike.
get my BMI publishing, that 100% doesn't come off the top. That 100% is mine.
Yeah, because you're the one publishing.
Right.
But you just see the conversation that we were just having. He was like, that 100% comes off the top because the artist is.
He's not speaking about it.
Nah, I'm not talking about the DJ.
I'm just saying, in
But he's not
retrospect, is he a
talking about
DJ?
it. Name it. No, I'm a DJ. That's what I do.
I'm the guy who takes the DJ who puts out his
Okay.
album that has
Basically
your
the
song on it.
Okay. Okay.
It comes 200%.
So an artist
I
just
get
walking by-
100,
an artist
and
just
y'all
walking by
split up
this
the other
conversation.
100.
Okay.
That's how
Right.
it goes.
What they gonna take from that conversation? The 100% comes off the top. That's just
That's publishing.
Well, first of all, if this conversation going down, like you notice when y'all start talking numbers, what I did, I shut the fuck up because that's not what I do. That's not what DJs do. But when you started saying that, in my opinion, taking a shit on DJs, that's how I kind of took it. Because anybody, like I said, anybody in this room can tell you this is my man's right here, and I play everybody else's music more than his, but I got his music and I will play his music. You see what I'm saying? So these conferences that you're speaking of. Like I say, when you find the right DJ, the right avenue, the right classroom to sit in,
For your style.
it's free lunch.
It's all
baby.
about building.
But then on top of that, like
Okay, but
with anybody
when
going
are
to
those
school,
happening?
but
When
with
are those-
anybody, hold up. With anybody that goes to school, it's up to you to find the knowledge you're looking for.
course.
They're going to feed
Because
you
the
whatever,
game is
but you
sold,
got to
not
find
told,
it out.
correct?
But a lot of people don't know that.
Wait
shit.
a second. You see, a lot of people. Wait a second. Because the game's not. Wait a second. Because the label's not sold. Because the game's sold, not told. Right. That's why we're not winning.
I tell you what, I make a challenge to you. You find me one artist that I've ever charged to play their music.
That's
No.
That's
That's
payola. That has nothing
the
to do
game
with
is
the
sold,
conversation.
not told. Is not always true.
Right.
If you as an art, hold on, wait.
What did you just say to me?
If you as
What
an
were
artist,
your exact words to me just now?
If you as an
I
artist,
don't
what
know.
I'm saying to you is,
I'm
if
like,
you-
that was
I mean-
2 minutes ago.
if you as an artist, no disrespect, but if you as an artist got your shit together,
Yeah.
the DJ is an artist and he got his shit
Of
together,
course.
there's nothing
They're
to be
artists.
said.
That's
we still
it.
artists at the end of the day. Just
Y'all
like
artists
y'all
at the
are.
end of the day, no matter what.
We still
That
artists.
other 100%
The mailman
is the
still
business
works
guy,
for
bro.
USPS service.
Okay, so let me ask a question, and let's make it like this. I think ever since you got people like DJ Khaled coming out and doing what DJ Khaled is comfortable with doing because he has this boatload of money, I think you got DJs that think they're more important than what they really are. And I'm going to call it like I see it because I don't see enough work in what we doing. And I can say that, you know why?
Statement to make.
You know what it is? It's a dangerous statement to make.
Khaled wasn't the first.
Khaled,
right.
Khaled is just the most marketable one right now.
Right.
Exactly. So what we're saying is it can be done though. That's what the statement is. It can be done, correct?
I know just to make this, just to tie it back to the facts, and we're going to end it with this because it's almost the end of the show. But we'll shout out DJ Wally Clark, who's also a producer who put out the Wally Clark tape.
OP Super.
OP Super's done mixtapes as well. Jay Wiz, we just did an album release for him where he put out his beats to whoever wanted to get on them and made it like that. So I hear what you're saying. It sounds like a miscommunication between the artists and just knowing the knowledge to get money.
Exactly.
And then you guys need to have some type of way to get to the DJs, but that's there. That's
that's
already
just
in
a simple
place. You just have to
conversation
find out where to
between
go.
the DJs.
These
It's all
cats
about
have
building.
DJ.
That's
These
all
cats
it's
have
about.
DJ events twice a month
And not that many
on
artists show up
St.
to it.
Pete and Tampa.
I see the same artists show up to our jam sessions every time. Every time. Last week, Tuesday, before we went to Kansas, shout out to Junction City. Last week, we had a man in here that is prime example of build a relationship and they will come. His name is L. Quote. If we've had 10 events, he might not perform at none of them. He still comes.
Yeah, he
so when
does.
that man touched the stage, like Tupac, all eyes on me. And he's actually dope.
Yeah, that's my
So you see what I'm saying? So
That's my man's in there.
he might come and just get it. No, he might come and just see you perform. He might have heard something about
And
you.
he vibes on
And
the
he
artist
vibes on. He comes and he ain't trying to be all in front of the camera in the video. He play the backs. He come up.
That's what you got to
How you
do.
doing? What you got going on? And he listens and he networks with people. He came here last week. It wasn't even about him. He came because another artist told him to come on some smooth shit.
He works with a lot of the artists.
Building a relationship, and they will come.
That's
up,
the
brother.
key.
This is an
that's the
interesting
key.
conversation. I wish we had more time to go into a little
We
bit
got
further
plenty of time.
because oh, we got time tonight, huh, Serge?
bro. We
Okay,
got time.
Serge.
No, because there's a business aspect to the thing and there's the artist aspect.
Well, this a whole nother show.
Yeah,
And
I'm
This
with
a
it,
whole
though.
nother show in its
I'm with it.
entirety.
Take your hand on this one. I think where the problem comes, the disconnect comes, your frustration is what's got you right now.
What?
Your frustration is what's got you right now.
Okay, my response was the reason why the city is failing. It is because the communication on every single level and the money making that artist comes with and understanding that, listen, I'm the DJ. I make the beat. I got the artist. You dope? We're gonna make this bread together. And instead I see a lot of things happening with DOD, my homie right here. He in a situation where we like, let's be real. We fighting to get money out of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all about this unity. But let's be real. There were 30 homeboys or whatever the case. There's an album release party. Hey, yo, what's up? Somebody should have been like, yo, hold up, fall back. Yo, hold up. Yeah, what the fuck is this, B? This how we do in our city? I'm saying the DJs need to tap in more with what we're doing because every time an artist blow in some other state, they in our city performing at Wild Splash, performing at whatever splash they got.
DJs don't control that. That's
Yeah, that's the DJs don't control that.
Listen, but you know, this is the problem. I'm talking about, we asking what the problem is. I'm the dude that's going to say it, we want the solution. So let's turn around and let's stand behind the person that's going to make those type of decisions. Because all we're going to be doing is for the rest 10 years later, from this conversation, is say, yo, that ain't our problem, B. You know what I'm saying? That's that guy over there. Well, let's go talk to him. And let's ask him, what's up with the guys in our city? Let's talk to dudes in our city that's out here. Okay? Because guess what? No, wait a second. Because I told Nick like this. Because guess what? You know what it leads to? It leads to World Star.
Thank you,
Oh!
Thank you,
An artist will come to the city, right? And what happened to him? He get chased down the block, robbed for his jewelry, right?
Hey, we've been there already. We've been there with Fat Joe. We've been there with a lot of different people. We put niggas in the trunk and we did all that from up north. But where we at right now? So what we really got to do is
Speaking to the mic.
Your frustration and all that. You can hear me. I don't need to speak into the mic. But we really need to do is we need to go out there, analyze the situation, take a step back. If you signed a crazy deal,
that's your fault.
On you.
That's your fault.
Can nobody
you can't blame nobody.
Shit, yo, we need to get together and we need to. Nah, we don't need to do that. I respect your
and
opinion.
and that brings it back to.
And I'm not holding up.
At the end of the day, you're supposed to be ready for some shit like this.
Right.
You're supposed to be ready for shit like this.
Look, this is the unity part of this shit.
You gotta have
when
management.
we go out and we see DJs doing their thing. Hey, do you need help out with your shit? You got a lot of shit going on right now.
Exactly.
Can I help you out with your equipment? No, I want to know you. Right. Really relate. Don't come up to me with a bottle and be like, hey, nigga.
Here's my mixtape.
Yeah, here's my mixtape with a bottle. You're not doing nothing but paying your way in. Still is payola, like my G said. Mm-hmm. So you need to be like, hey, I know the end of the night is rough for you. You got crates and all that shit.
I help DJ Terra. Can I help you out with that? Move crates and crates and crates.
So why is
I
this
carry
not
my
being
DJ
related?
equipment.
We would not stop.
So why is this not being related? Where's the disconnect? So is the disconnect in your camp, my guy?
Where there's the conversation of why are we failing? I hear a lot of fucking excuses, bro. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of fucking powerful people in the room. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm one of these people that really don't like excuses. I really don't like them.
What we
they kind of bother me. So I'm going to say, listen, if you can't help it and the DJ can't help it, well, point me to the motherfucker that can.
You. Honestly, you. I gotta stop you.
All right. No. As of right now, hush. That's it right there. That's it. We're gonna draw this back in. This is Waves of Debate episode